Hi, everybody. My name is Kevin Carter, and I'm the product director for the OpenStack IBU. And today I'm going to take about 2 minutes of your time to show you a real world application deployed on top of our OpenStack Flex environment. As a recap, in 2023, we told you we were going to reinvent ourselves and to create a brand new open ecosystem for enterprise workloads. In 2024, we executed on that plan, fostered new relationships, became incredible community members, influenced analysts, and talked to industry pundits alike, who have now all come to the conclusion that not only is Rackspace the leader in open infrastructure, but that open infrastructure is the leader in the enterprise. The culmination of all of that is bringing us to the point now in 2025 where we are poised to displace giants and execute on our grand plan to take our seat at the head of the open cloud. So, as I said, 2 minutes of your time. I'm going to deploy a real-world application into our OpenStack Flex environment, walk you through every step of the way, and give you the link to use this application right now. So, buckle up. It's about to get a little bit nerdy, but it'll be fun. Like all good journeys here at Rackspace, we start at the portal, portal.rackspace.com. And as you can see, I have a fairly bare-bone basic account. We're going to go ahead and click on My Accounts, and from here, we will reveal that the fact that I have an OpenStack Flex account type. If I click on it, it'll reveal even more information about my account. We're going to use the domain name, my username, and the API key to log into the account and get access to the information and resources. For a full featured rundown on everything that we're doing within our documentation, the link is right there. Customers know how to interact with our platform and portal, and we're even teaching them how to use the CLI and run API interactions if they want it. But back to the portal, we're going to use this information and we're going to log in. So as you can see, I'm here at the portal. I'm going to log in. Username, Rackspace Cloud domain, and then I'm going to paste my API key in. And for an overview of the application that we're going to deploy Gisty. Gisty is a Swift application that uses the OpenStack APIs to store objects into our object store that's running Swift. So a bit cheeky, little play on words, but anyways, it's basically a paste bin. Fairly simple application, but a great example of what is possible in OpenStack. So again, this is a custom-built application, very similar to like what our customers would be using. And they're going to use servers, they're going to use object store, they're going to use block store. They want to create a fully redundant, fault-tolerant environment that's able to run their application in a robust way. And OpenStack does that masterfully. Now that we're logged in, let's go ahead and create some instances. We'll hit Compute and Instances. As you can see, there's nothing here. So let's get to building. The first thing that we're going to do is select our flavor type. In this case, it's going to be a GP12. That's 1 CPU, 2 gigs of RAM. The next step is to click the image. I have an image for a jump node, so we're going to use that. On the bottom here, we can select our storage options. I've got a couple different storage types I can choose from, but for a jump node, I don't really need anything special, so we're going to click No System Disk and just kind of let it run local. As for the network, we're going to click the Application Network. And then for the security groups, we're going to click Default. Now for the key, we're going to use a Windows key. And just to show you how easy this is, I'm using a Windows system to bootstrap the environment. So this is jump 0. Let's go get our key. Here's our key. So I'll go ahead and copy and paste it. We'll pop back into the browser and create a brand new key pair. We'll call it Windows. And we'll import what we copied. Et voila, I have a Windows key. From there, we're going to go ahead and hit confirm. As you can see, everything is ready. I've got my jump node. I got my flavor selected. I know the project I'm operating in. I can see my security groups. I can see all of the different information that I need to know at a glance. We'll go ahead and hit confirm and let that build. The next step is to build the application node. So the same process. We're going to go into and select a brand new flavor. This flavor is going to have a little more horsepower. 2 CPUs, 6 gigs of RAM. This is a very simplified instance, very simplified application, but I'm going to choose the right flavor for the right job. Again, I've got instant snapshots, so I'll go ahead and click on our app node. But for this node, I'm going to click performance storage. And the reason for that is because I want this node to be robust. I need it to be encrypted. I need it to have a robust storage policy in play, and I need it to be HA. So not only will this application be fault tolerant, but it'll also be highly available. So we're going to go ahead and click the performance storage option and click next. select the application network, and we select the default security group. We've already created our Windows key pair, so we'll just go ahead and use that, and we'll call this node app0. Again, we can confirm everything that we need to know. And as you can see, we're going to be using a performance disk. Our jump node is online, and our app node is in a build state. To peer a little bit behind the scenes, we can see that I've got a brand new volume available and being created. If we look at the network, we can see all of our ports, what's running. We can look at the network itself. We can look at the security groups, certificate management, etc. Kind of interesting is the fact that we also have a topology page. And the topology page will tell us everything that's going on in our network. So again, we've got our router, we've got our jump node, and we've got our application node. And the application node is still under construction, so it's red and not connected to our overall network. So let's go ahead and associate our floating IP address to the jump node. To do that, we're going to go ahead and just highlight over more. We'll click associated floating IP. We'll click the IP address of the node itself and the IP we want to use. We'll hit OK. And within a couple of seconds, that IP address will be associated to our jump node. So now that we have a floating IP address and it's publicly accessible, let's go ahead and log into it. This is a Debian box, so we'll use the Debian user with our floating IP address. And there we go. We have our virtual machine and we're logged in. We are running KVM. And what we're doing is we have built our next generation cloud, our OpenStack Flex environment, on incredible hardware provided by Dell. And that hardware is giving customers best of breed performance in a virtualized environment. All right, so let's get our application functional. To do that, we're going to set up Nginx on our jump node as a reverse proxy, which is going to use our floating IP address to ensure that we have access to everything that we're running on the back end. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and run sudo vi etc nginx sites available gisty. We're going to go ahead and set our server here. We're going to copy and paste the IP address of the internal network of our instance. So let's bounce back over into our browser, copy this, pop back into our terminal, and we'll set this to port 8080. All right, so let's test our config. We're going to go ahead and run sudo nginx.t, and everything that we have done in our configuration file is good to go. So let's go ahead and start it. We're in system control, restart nginx. And now let's check the status. We're good to go. At this point, if we ping our application, it should be responding. And if we curl it, we get a 301. So let's pop over into our browser and see if it is actually working. Here's the application that we deployed. And we'll go to gisty.link. And there we go. Application is online and operational. If we click the About page, we scroll to the bottom, we can see real-time information that is being provided to us by the OpenStack API. So we know everything is operational, it's running, and it's working. And just like that, we have a fully featured, redundant application that's able to run all of our workloads. All of this was done using the web UI on a Windows platform, just to highlight how simple it is to do advanced infrastructure functionality with OpenStack. The new capabilities that we have built are making it simple for customers to consume incredible applications and build incredible systems with ease. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of OpenStack, a quick 2-3 minute demonstration of running an application, looking a little bit behind the scenes and showing you the process of logging into OpenStack Flex. This functionality is not unique. All of our product segments can benefit from these technologies, and they're available now. So what are you waiting for? It's time to displace giants.